Hello Leo, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your June mid-monthly check-in reading for you. So what is going on for the sign of Leo? If you're new to the channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to kind of see the energy for the month. So what is going on for the sign of Leo? What do we need to know? One more shuffle? All right. We have the Emperor. Okay, so some sort of boss, CEO, authoritarian figure. Oh my gosh, my straps are messed up. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So boss, CEO, authoritarian figure right here. Someone could be coming at you with some sort of harsh manner, but I feel like they have a message to give to you. They just want to illuminate something to you, and you might be a little bit scared because the Emperor is not someone who's nice. It's Aries energy. It represents war. It's like an emperor coming off of his throne to come and speak to you, or maybe summoning you. So what is going on with this Emperor energy? Let me get you 3 cards from the Revelations Tarot. Now this deck does have reversals in it, so what is going on for the sign of Leo? What do we need to know? So you could be getting summoned, this person could be reaching out and speaking to you, but generally the Emperor is going to want you to have some sort of meeting with him. So what is going on with the Emperor? So you might be traveling. Okay, these cards want to come out. So you have the Moon card coming out, you have the Empress coming out in reverse, and you have the Queen of Pentacles coming out upright. So Moon is in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles upright. So I feel like some sort of illusion right here, some sort of mystery is coming to an end. You're about to see things clearly. Now, with this Empress in reverse, it does represent you're going to see something clearly about some sort of land, some sort of property, will, whatever. This Queen of Pentacles upright, though, does give me some sort of hope for you. Because when we see this coming out right here, someone could be hiding the truth about this Empress, about this land, this property. However, with the Emperor coming out upright, he's giving you news with this Queen of Pentacles that something does belong to you. Something is being handed off to you. Okay? So something that was hidden in the dark, oh, this almost fell off. Something that was hidden in the dark is now coming to the light. So we have the 8 of Cups coming out. We have the 2 of Wands. So this is you leaving some sort of emotionally lacking situation to go and find something new. You find the truth out about a situation, you're like, hey, I don't really want to be here anymore. This is toxic. Like, I see things clearly. I'm no longer confused. It might still be dark outside. However, it's not a good situation to be in. What is this Empress? We have the Empress upright, and we have the Page of Swords. So the Empress in reverse and the Empress upright. So it's like you're moving to a different situation, something that's more happy for you. You don't find happiness with this Empress, and the Empress represents land, okay? It doesn't really represent a person. It represents, you know, like a country or a plot of land, a house, whatever, an apartment. So I do see that you are potentially moving from one place to another. With this Page of Swords, though, I want to see more information on this. You're getting news about it. You're seeing something for what it is. That's what's making you change. That's what you're deciding to do right here, is you find some sort of information out. It kind of represents spy energy. So one more card. So you find the truth out about a situation with the Ace of Swords, okay? That's what ultimately makes you move. What is this Queen of Pentacles? You have the Chariot, and you have the 7 of Swords. So you're going to get victory over this thief energy. So someone was trying to take away something from this Queen of Pentacles. Someone was trying to take away a pentacle. And then ultimately you have victory. It's like the thief is trying to leave, and then all of a sudden Chariot's right there. So it could be that someone's trying to break into your house. Someone is like looking at what you have right here. But at the same time, you're not happy about this situation. So let's clear this up. So someone is trying to take away the pentacle from the Queen of Pentacles, and they get caught. You want to leave this situation, though, anyway. You find out the truth about something. So what's going on? Okay, this card, I'm not going to take it, but it was sticking out. So let's see. You have the Devil. You have the King of Cups, and you have the 8 of Pentacles. The Devil represents binds right here, chains, addictions. Can also represent contracts. The King of Cups is someone who's generally a pleasant person, but with this Devil behind him, it represents someone who's emotionally manipulative. With this 8 of Pentacles, this person is doing a lot of work on you. This person is putting in work to emotionally manipulate you in a situation, okay? So maybe you have something right here, and this person wants to take something from you, but they get caught. And when they get caught, so it could be a family member, You might actually live with this person. It could be a roommate. You know, they're emotionally manipulating you to give, to do something for them. And then all of a sudden, you realize in the nick of time that, hey, I don't need to be here. I have the truth about this situation. Now, I want to know how you're going to get this truth right here. Let's see. How do you get the truth? Okay. I'm not going to take that. The Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So someone is just going to speak the truth to you. This could be like a lawyer, a judge, whatever, and it looks like they're coming to your house. With the Seven of Pentacles, it looks like where your roots are, they're coming to speak to you. And it gives you victory. It's giving you victory about this person right here. This person, this ideology, could be a boss. You might be changing jobs right here. You see something, or maybe this is in your past. You left something, right? This person thought they were going to get one over on this situation, but they don't. They get caught. You're getting news about that now. Maybe you've left a situation in your past to find something new, and you're finally getting the information about this situation right here. Okay? Someone is coming and talking to you to give you the victory, saying, hey, you were right. This was the truth. This was clarity. But it's coming from this Emperor, so someone is decreeing this. Remember, the Emperor, oh, we have death. So Aries and Scorpio energy. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Tower. We have the King of Cups also representing Scorpio. A situation that was emotionally unfulfilling, so you decided to leave it in the past. This Emperor has a lot of authority, right? They're in command of a lot of different people. And when someone is in command of a lot of different people, he can command his underlings or, you know, his other commanders to go out and talk to people. And you might not think that you're important enough to talk to, but someone of great importance with this Queen of Swords energy is going to come and talk to you. It's Libra energy. What we have right here is the Death with the Five of Cups. You left the situation because it was sad. You're like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to go find happiness with these other two cups. And that was the best thing that you could have done for yourself. So I kind of feel like this is in the past, but you're getting confirmation of it in the future. Someone got caught. But you do have your own energy coming out with the Six of Wands. You're getting the truth right here, and it makes you happy. Let's see. What else? Let's look at this person. Why are they doing this? Like, they have thief energy, but what was the actual motive? What was the intention behind it? Because usually people who are thieves don't just steal things to steal things. They have an underlying motive as to why they stole something. So what was the motive of this? The Three of Wands and the World. Communication back and forth to end something. This person wanted to end a great situation. This person could have been stealing like secrets in a company to end the company, if that makes sense. Maybe you reported someone, right? No one really believed you, it's fine, okay. But they got caught, and you were right. They were taking information and sending it off of great importance to whatever you're in. For example, if you're in like, what's the word? Like you're in this giant corporation, say like Coca-Cola, and you worked at like the top, right? And you're saying, hey, I think this person is stealing like the secret recipe to Coke. And they're like, nah, that's impossible. And then all of a sudden, come to find out, they were stealing the information to the Coke recipe and they were selling it off to like China or to other countries to make their own Coke products. Like that's the grave importance of the Three of Wands with the World energy right there. Is that someone was taking very important information and sending it off with this thief energy, but they got caught. And the Chariot doesn't represent that, oh, they just got caught. No, they got caught, okay? Like this victory for you was ensured. Someone listened to you because maybe you were coming off as this page before. Maybe this was you. And you actually had the sword of truth. But no one really believed you because you're a page. But here's the thing about the pages. They're handed off the aces. We said this before. So even though you are young and even though you might not have the most amount of knowledge to something, the fact that you have the sword of God, it's the sword that comes out of God's mouth, right? The fact that you are blessed with this ability right here, people should pay attention to that, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you, is that you left something, people didn't want to believe you. You're like, all right, whatever. And then someone, maybe this emperor, decided, hey, you know what? That is a little suspicious. I'm going to look into that. And they looked into it and they're like, okay. So now they have to send someone to come and talk to you. Now they have to apologize. Get victory. How do you feel about it, though? You have the Two of Swords. You're indifferent. You don't really care. Like, it's not going to change your life. Like, whatever happened, happened. It's like you're blocked off to them. You don't really have an emotional tie to it. It's like, yep, cool, bye, peace. And even though it's like, seems to be like a big deal, you don't care. The Two of Cups. Yeah, you treat it like it's a very minor thing. Like, just another day's work. Like, does it change the fact, like, you're going to give me back my paycheck kind of thing? Like, that's how you're viewing the situation. You're more concerned about other things in your life. Like it was another day for you. The Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. You're basically saying, I'm holding on to everything. Even if it's a new opportunity, I'm still just going to hold on to what I have. Someone could be trying to offer you this thing, hoping that you'll reach out and take it. You could be getting a new opportunity to do something again. However, I don't really see that you care. You're holding on to everything. It's like, no, I'm good. The fact that you called me a liar in the past makes me question it. That's what it is. Because here's the thing. I do kind of feel like you're viewing it from like a very, I'm not going to say childish, but from a childish standpoint, because you do represent the divine child, right? Here's the thing. If this emperor is coming out and trying to speak to you, the last thing that you should do is probably act like a child. You should be like, thanks, cool, show some appreciation for it, and then move on with your life. I don't really think that you should just be like, nah, it's cool, get away from me, whatever. You're like blocked off to the connection. You don't care. How do they feel about it? The Tower. It's like the rejection is harsh. The sunlight, though. It's like you're illuminating. The damage is already done and it can't be changed. Thanks for the recognition, though. Bye. The Two of Pentacles, you're just focused on eternity. You're focused on your own craft right here. The Seven of Wands, also your energy. You're pushing back anything. You're focused on what you're doing. You don't really care about the accolades. Like, you might revel in it for, like, maybe a day, but it's not going to be something that's a big deal for you. Maybe you've done this before. Maybe you've already have this gift of discernment, Leo, to where you know when someone's a crook, because that's the thing. Leos illuminate things. So, I'm not going to say Leos have the best intuition in the world, because let's be real, sometimes we're pretty fucking stupid. But, because I'm also a Leo. But at the same time, the fact that you can look through something and see the situation for what it is and just kind of recognize when someone's a toxic person and you leave that situation alone, you let other people know and they go and get burned by that. I mean, you're sitting there like, I told you, like, but this is over though. You're no longer at this Empress. And I don't think you want to go back to that Empress. You're fine where you are. You'll accept the apology, but it doesn't change your life. You're still happy though. But you're pushing back against anything that they have to offer you afterwards. Like, you don't want to take any type of new thing. It's kind of like if that, say that Coke analogy again, you got fired from that Coke company. And they're like, well, we would like to give you back a new job or a supervisor, and you're working for Pepsi now. You're like, nah, I'm good, thanks, bye. Pepsi's not going to be that stupid and let that happen. So, you know, that's how I view it. Five of Swords, you're kind of being a jerk about it. The Ten of Cups, though. Like, and I kind of feel like it's well-deserved. That's the thing, though, with this Ten of Cups coming out. It's well-deserved. You deserve any type of sharp communication that you have. If they come to you and then you dog them out for being stupid, well, I mean, that's on them. And I feel like that would make you happy because that's the thing, Leo. You like being right. So you're right in this situation. They have to admit it. Even if you are right, you still treat it as like another day and you go on about your life and whatever you're doing. They got caught. The end. Let me get you one more major arcana to kind of see what else. Am I missing something here? The Hanged Man. No, that's it. That's surrendering to the divine. You were completely enlightened to this situation. You were right all along. Because you took it to God, you prayed about it, you did whatever, you hanged yourself in reverse, and that's kind of like surrendering to the divine. You left one situation to go on to another situation, or this is something that you're doing. This could be within the future situation coming up, okay? So, because you surrender to the divine, because you're right, because you do get victory in the end, it is what it is. The situation is over. You don't want to go back to it, and I don't think that you really should. If they were that dumb and they lost secrets and they lost these swords, their camp got disarmed, well, that's on them. The end. So let me get you a couple of witches familiars. I mean, that's life. If they lost their ideas, if they lost their... they spoke about their ideas too soon before they copyrighted them, whatever it was, then, I mean, you told them not to tell anyone, and they did. Or you told them what was going on, and they just didn't believe it. Well, they faced that now. So, you have adaptability with the rat energy, and then you have spider deception. You're able to deceive people, you're able to adapt to situations really well. That's probably why you have this ability with the Page of Swords and this Ace of Swords, is that you're able to adapt to any type of situation. You can pretend, because that's what Leos are. They are the great pretenders of the zodiac. Leos rule showmanship. They rule acting. They rule the idea and concept of makeup and the illusion in the mirror, or the apparition of the mirror. They rule the physical self. So adaptability and deception, it's kind of like, say for example, you put on a blonde wig and you wear high heels one day and you look like a totally different person because you're skilled at dressing up and putting on makeup, and then the next day you look like a dude because you're wearing, you know, baggy pants and like a flannel and your hair is like pulled up in a bun. Like, that's the idea between Leo right there, of Leo. Switch it up. So maybe you are switching it up on someone. Maybe you switched it up in the past. Regardless, it deceives people and you're good at it, so. Well, let's see. Let me get you a couple of, what are these? Halloween Oracle cards. You have Ghost, Regret, and the Underworld, where all things pause and begin again. I kind of feel like when the situation happens, here's the thing, Leo. If this hasn't happened to you already, you're going to feel regret. You're going to be like, why did I leave the company? Oh no, whatever. But understand that it's a pause, okay? It's not done yet. It's got some more things to do. Like, the universe is saying, yeah, it's done in a way, but these people, the person at the top is not done. You're done with the situation. You're finished with it, right? However, the people at the top still have to do their work, and once they are done, they can come and tell you yes or no. Okay? They still have all of their things to do. In the meantime, focus on whatever you're going to do. What should Leo focus on? The star, your dreams. Start doing whatever you want to do. That's the pause. You have all this time, you have all this knowledge to do whatever you want. Now it's time to start working on your goals and your dreams. If you have a little nest egg saved up after this situation, and I kind of feel like it's in work. What is this situation? Is this in work? Because it does feel like work, because this represents like warring camps in the military. This represents finances with the Capricorn energy. You have double clarification of the Empress. Could be like, you know, companies. You have the Emperor coming out as a CEO of a company. You have the Pentacle energy, a lot of Pentacle energy. Is it work? It's Six of Swords, so it's intellect. Traveling, intellect, King of Swords. Yeah, it does represent work. It represents work at a very high level, though. With the King of Swords coming out, someone with high discernment. This represents, like, professionals right here. For example, if like a nurse was stealing, drugs, or if a nurse was, or a doctor was, like this isn't a high professional setting. This isn't like some low tier working at a whatever job. This happened at a very high level for you. So this could be at school, because that represents, school is kind of falls under the Hierophant situation. The military, it can also fall under a lot of different things. Doctors, lawyers, anyone who has a high level of something, high level of knowledge. So this isn't like, low tier, whatever. This is high tier. People are very educated in what they're doing. This person knew exactly what they were doing. Okay? They just didn't think that they would get caught by its basic apprentice. That's the situation, is that you were apprentice. You were the lowest of the low tier here. But it happened at a very high tier. So you could have been a janitor at like, I don't know, a giant corporation, and you saw this happen and no one saw you, or no one wanted to believe you because they're like, oh, you're just a fucking janitor. But then all of a sudden, boom, it happened, right? So let me get you a couple of spellcasting oracles. Haven't pulled those yet. It's funny, we had the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords coming out. So yeah, this was a very intellectual, people were professionals, like Google kind of stuff, right? You have courage and you have well-being. Your well-being is assured, so let's get that straight. Your courage and your determination paid off. Like, you had the courage to do this. Other people didn't. Other people probably saw it happen. Let's get one card for that. Yeah, other people were seeing it happen, but they were blinded by the fantasy. They were like, oh, well, that person is such a high-ranking official, they can't do anything wrong. Like, they had people put under a spell, whoever this person was. It was this King of Cups right here. King of Cups is an emotional manipulator, as we said, with this devil energy behind it. And you have the Seven of Cups representing illusion. So people were fascinated by this character right here, but this person was built on lies, all right? So you had the courage to finally say something. You may have left it. Oh, well, your well-being is assured. Let me get you a couple of Awaken cards. Oh, that card. Unalone. You're never alone. That's the thing. Your angels are working overtime for you right here. Like, saving your ass multiple times. So I guess at the end of your life, when you do finally, arrive in the light, you should probably thank them. Earth magic. Focus on earth magic around, or focus on earth magic around you. Maybe you want to study herbs, you want to study crystals, you want to just study tarot. Focus on the earth things. Focus on yourself. If you want to get a new haircut, get a new haircut. If you want to get new clothes, get a new clothes. Whatever helps glamorize you, whatever makes you whatever helps you in the physical realm feel good. All right, earth magic. And hello, void. As I said before, if you cross over, you should probably thank your angels. However, I want to get one more card for that. Hello, void, with the brilliance. This level of discernment is not really, how can I say it? This sword that's given to this page is from a different realm. Your intellect in whatever this situation was, I'm not saying that you're going to have this intellect throughout your life, okay? But in this particular circumstance, you were right, all right? You hit the nail on the head. This information came probably from the void. Like, this is feminine energy. Feminine energy tends to be more logical in its approach to things. And more, what's the word? It happens to be more micro than macro, okay? Like focusing on the small details of something rather than focusing on the big picture. Like everything needs to be in order in the feminine energy before it can be on the macro energy, all right? So think of like the matter in space. It exists within the void, right? So everything has to be in a perfect alignment, otherwise things would just start falling everywhere, right? So that's what I'm seeing for you, is that this gift came from the void. It was brilliance. It was pure, absolute sheer brilliance. It dazzled people. However, I don't know if it's something that stays with you throughout your life. It could have just been within this situation. You were completely correct. So let me get you a rune card. You have Naudhiz, Naudhiz, which means needs. Earthly meaning, needs, self-restraint, disappointment, avoidance of greed, patience, and simplification. Spiritual meaning is asceticism, transcendence, and the soul. Okay? So here's the thing. You're going to feel disappointed. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's a theme for this month. However, it does pan out to being a victory for you. However, the victory is like you don't care about it. So once again, I'm not saying that it's terrible. It's just that you were right and it kind of messed up some things. However, it's not the end of your life, all right? There are more things to live for. Clear up the situation, see it for what it was, write a book about it, whatever you have to do to get past it, and then move on, okay? And do something else. It's not the end of the world. It just allowed you to transcend really fast, though. That's the thing, is that this was like some new type of transcended information. So you do have the ability to gain that type of information again. However, it's not just something that's handed to you all the time. So Rado, speed your journey, ease a transition, aid communication, bring good news, and find your spiritual way. And I kind of feel like that's what you're doing. So understand that there is a pause. There will be a pause. You'll feel disappointed, but it will all play out because it's not just you. Other people are involved at a higher level than you. You were just, it's kind of like, as I said before, say you were the janitor at the Coke company, right? You saw this happen, or at a hospital, you saw this happen. No one believed you. So you're saying, okay, well, you're going to treat me like dog water. I'm going to leave. You leave. You're disappointed because it was a kind of good gig. You had some good money coming in, right? But they're not done doing what they have to do. Someone decided, hey, I'm going to look into that. And they did. Now they have to come and talk to you. However, you're not there anymore. You're doing something else. Maybe you have a better job, whatever. Maybe you finished college, doing whatever you were doing, right? It doesn't really affect you anymore because you're not polarized on that situation. You're doing something else. And by doing something else helps you speed past this journey. So that is the theme for the month, is that it does kind of have disappointment, but it also has a sweeter victory in the end, but you're not going to see it as that. However, you do get the last word and you do also get the last laugh. With the Ten of Cups coming out, you get to basically tell people that they're stupid. And I guess that makes you feel okay. So anyway, Leo, I hope you enjoyed this reading and I'll talk to you later. Bye.